Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for episodes of Preacher in the Bible. I was really going for the whole pigs in space thing there. You know, Pigs in Space, the Muppet curtain. Anyway, so we're in Psalm 123 this week. Woohoo! This is the fourth installment in the Psalms of Ascent. And in the Psalms of Ascent, we've been making our way to Jerusalem. We started in Meshech and Kedar, and we've seen the mountains, and we've dreamt of our feet standing within the gates of Jerusalem, walking up the steps of the temple itself. And today in 123, well, we kind of make a little progress, but not in the caravan, but we're making a little progress spiritually here. Just a note to let you know how we're going to proceed. This is one of the shortest of the Ascent Psalms. There are two, actually, Ascent Psalms that are rather short. This one in 123, and I think it's just a couple of Psalms further on. There's one that's 3 verses. I can't remember right now, and for some reason my Hebrew Bible has disappeared. Anyway, what we're going to do this week is we're going to look at these in phrases. So I am applying an artificial method here. This does not have anything to do with the word. I'm going to break it down into phrases so that we can fit it into 5 days because it's only 4 verses long. So today I'm going to treat verse 1, 2 phrases. Tomorrow, the majority of verse 2, let's say 2/3 of verse 2, 4 phrases. And on Wednesday, the last part of verse 2, 2 phrases. So you see how I'm going to do that. And as we go through this psalm, I think you'll see actually breaking it down into phrases is kind of nice. It allows us to examine a little bit closer what we're talking about. And there's some repeating words here that are important for us, not necessarily in this particular psalm, but words that remind us of previous psalms in the book of the Ascent. So we're going to go back and look at some of those as well. Let me read today's verse, which is verse 1. To you I lift up my eyes, O you who dwells in the heavens. And I guess I should say that that's my translation, and I'm reading my translation all this week. And especially I should warn you in this particular psalm, my translation may not be what you're going to read in your Bible because mine is more wooden, and it's not as artistic and probably not as well handled as what you're going to read in your Authorized, Revised, or whatever you happen to be following. So that's verse 1. To you I lift up my eyes, O you who dwells in the heavens. I said we have some repeating ideas here. Do you remember back in Psalm 121? In 121 he was lifting up his eyes, but it wasn't to the Lord. What was it to? I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. From where does my help come? He asks a question. Now in 123 he says, to you I lift up my eyes. He's not looking at mountains now. And he's not asking a question and then answering it. He says, I lift up my eyes to you who dwells in the heavens. So this has led some commentators to say that the spiritual strength and character of the psalmist is growing as he's proceeding towards his destination. Now, he's not thinking about Jerusalem, and he's not thinking about the mountains surrounding it. He's thinking about the Lord. That's the one he's going to worship. It doesn't matter if it's in Meshech and Kedar, or if it's in Jerusalem, he's going to worship the Lord, and because the Lord is in heaven, he's not in any one place. To you I lift up my eyes, not now to the mountains, but to you, you who dwell in the heavens. Not necessarily Jerusalem, and Jerusalem's wonderful, and it is the place that God put his name. But no matter where you are, you can look up to the Lord and make your request. O you who dwells in the heavens. So now heavens has replaced Jerusalem. And yes, we're still rejoicing over that wonderful city and all of its beauties. But now we're looking to a different place. Now our caravan, although it's going to arrive in Jerusalem, really the heart cry is heaven. I'm calling out to the one in heaven. So today, as you begin your week, call out to the Lord who dwells in the heavens. I'll see you tomorrow on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.